Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to talk about the upcoming legend, Kizuna exclusive legend that is Toki. She is easily one of the most anticipated characters ever in One Piece Treasure Cruise because she is extremely unique, and on top of that people are hyping her up to be extremely good. Is that true? Is she that good? And is the Sugo Fest worth to pull for? Or should you save for the New Year's Sugo Fest or another banner? Firstly, let's begin with some basic Sugo Fest information. Toki as an exclusive Kizuna legend will be debuting in a Kizuna banner, and that Kizuna banner will be alongside Kizuna Jack. She will be arriving in the game along with Kizuna Rare Recruit Kinemon after V2 Treasure Map Kaido concludes. The date for that of course is November 17th. Now let's see why everyone thinks this character is broken. Toki with Momonosuke and Hiyori is a strength, slasher and free spirit super type unit. It is not a crew legend or a dual unit, it is a single unit but it is super type, making her the first ever super type Kizuna legend. She has 3 limit break abilities, reducing no healing duration, pinch healing and also reducing Sailor Despair. As a captain, Toki reduces cooldown of all specials by 1 turn at the start of the fight, boosts attack of all characters by 4.75, their HP by 1.2, makes strength orbs beneficial for all characters, and recovers 1 times this character's RCV at the end of the turn for each time you hit a perfect. A pretty standard, but also at the same time very good captain ability. She has healing for a survivability factor, she makes strength orbs beneficial, and the most important thing out of everything possibly is that she is a rainbow captain. She boosts all the units, not just a specific class or type. Now let's move on to her special ability. When activated, applies Toki Toki state to 2 characters for 2 turns. I will explain what that is very shortly. After Toki Toki state expires, boosts attack of selected characters by 3.5 times for 1 turn, and also amplifies the effect of orbs for the selected characters by 3.5 times for 1 turn once again. Just like Sugar makes some of your units toy bears, Toki can do the same. Toki Toki is a state where the selected unit is immune to pretty much all of the debuffs in the game. Paralysis, Bind, Special Rewind, Despair, Sailor Despair, Special Bind and more. This is an extremely strong ability of course, not only because you can evade different debuffs, but also because when the selected units get out of that state, they will also have a very high attack and orb boost. Someone can say that the drawback of the Toki Toki state is that unlike Sugar's Toy Bears, it cannot happen to more than 2 units, but the utility it provides and also the boost in damage is very strong. And we also have to consider the fact that in specific teams, using Toki allows you to completely evade specific debuffs, meaning that you will have more flexibility building your team without needing another special to remove the debuffs, because they won't even be applied. I'm pretty certain everyone understands now the hype behind this unit, and we're not even done yet. For her support ability, she can be attached to Oden, Kinemon, Kiku, Denjiro, Inuarashi, Nekomamushi, Raizo, Kawamatsu, Asura Doji, and Kanjuro, and at level 5, the support reads: once per an adventure, when you reach the final stage, changes supported character's orb into strength, locks supported character's orb for 1 turn, boosts attack of the supported character by 1.5 times, and also amplifies the effect of orbs for the supported character by 1.5 times as well. For specific characters, like maybe the new Kinemon or Super Sugo Fest Oden, this is an extremely good support that can also help you do tons more damage if you are not getting an orb boost or an attack boost from another one of your units, especially if you make Super Sugo Oden's orb Weino after it is strength. Of course, I am not saying this support is broken compared to her special ability, but it is still a very good support. Now for her super type requirements, Toki, Momonosuke and Hiyori, the legend at hand, must be captain and another crew member must activate a special. That's it. That's simple, a very easy super type requirement to fulfill, and you do not even need to have a Scabbard or Oden, Momonosuke and Hiyori as a sub. And for her super type special, after the requirement is fulfilled, Toki advances own special cooldown by 5 turns and boosts the color affinity of strength characters by 2 times for 1 turn. Even the super type special is extremely good. She will allow herself to reapply Toki Toki state to 2 characters if of course you regain her special, but the special cooldown advance here is very good and you get a 2 times color affinity boost. So if you run double Toki captain, you can have a 3.5 attack and orb boost along with a 2 times color affinity boost for 2 specific units in your crew, and can also be paired up with more damage boosting effects to make for a very damaging last 2 hits. Not in the graph, but Toki's Limit Break Sailor ability number 2 restores her own special cooldown by 2 turns when it is rewinded, and also reduces silence on her by 5 turns. Also a very strong sailor ability. Overall, Toki is a very good unit. All of the Kizuna legends so far are very good, and in my opinion, this one just adds to the list. Not just because of strength, but also uniqueness. Let's also quickly take a look at the new Kizuna rare recruit Kinemon. He is also strength, slasher and free spirit, and he has 2 limit break abilities, slot bind reduction and also critical hit. His captain ability is not good, we're not going to talk about it. His special ability though goes as follows. He cuts the current HP of one enemy by 15%, reduces paralysis by 5 turns, reduces enemies' percent damage reduction and threshold by 5 turns, changes block and badly matching slots into matching, and adds 0.9 times to the chain multiplier for 1 turn. A pretty good sub. To be fair, Kinemon doesn't have a lot of great units in the game, so this is a very good thing to see, because removing paralysis and 2 defensive effects while also boosting a bit of damage and having orb manipulation is very good. So I think he will see use and he can definitely be paired up with Toki. And Kinemon has actually many different supports that can help him, so that is another good fact about this unit. His support is not that good, he can be attached to slasher characters and add some base stats and also do extra damage to Kanjuro, and his sailor abilities, he boosts base attack for slasher characters and also makes strength orbs beneficial for slashers. Nothing incredible, his special ability though is pretty decent. Let's now discuss about the Sugo Fest steps. These were the steps and also the available legends in the Kizuna Sugo Fest based on the Japanese version of the game. Most likely this will be the exact structure of our Sugo Fest as well, so let's take a look at it. Multi 1, 30 gems, and the last poster is guaranteed to be a limited rare recruit. Very good discounted multi. Multi 2 and also multi number 6, the last poster is either a rate boosted unit or a legend, not a good step. Multis 3, 10, 15 and 20, the last poster is guaranteed to be a banner unit or a recommended character as it is stated in game, and for multi 3 especially this is a very good step. For this banner the recommended characters will be Toki, the new Kinemon, Ace and Sabo, Kizuna Limited Rare Recruit Brook and also Kizuna Limited Rare Recruit Mugiwara 56 Robin. For multis 4, 12, 17 and 22, the last poster is guaranteed to be either a rate boosted or a legend character, but these are also discounted multis at 30 rainbow gems. Now all of the other steps are guaranteed to be in the global Sugo Fest as well, but for these specific multis here, the 4 ones, we cannot be 100% certain until the Sugo Fest is officially announced in game. Most likely we will get this and hopefully we will, because it is a very good step to have discounted multis, even if the rest of the step is bad, and even though they are not 1 gem multis, a discount multi is still discounted. Multis 5, 8, 13, 18 and 23 are a guaranteed legend. Multis 7, 11, 16 and 21. The last poster is guaranteed to be a Kizuna Sugo Fest limited unit. That does not mean a Kizuna Legend, it can also be a Kizuna limited rare recruit. Multis 9, 14, 19 and 24, guaranteed limited rare recruit, and multi 25 guarantees the new Legend Toki. If we also get the extra discounted steps, this Sugo Fest is very decent, but of course with no legend rate. It will have 10 available legends, Toki is one of them, Ace and Sabo and also Kizuna Legend Capone crew will be available. No Sanji Pudding, but we will also get King, V3 Zoro, V1 Kid, Hawkins, V2 Sabo or Dex Sabo who will get a Super Evolution, and finally Carrot. I will emphasize this again, this is the Japan Legend list, this is not confirmed to be in global yet, but it will most likely be the same. Let's also quickly discuss on what will happen if you actually skip this Sugo Fest and you saved your gems. What could you gain out of this? First of all, since Yamato is still an active Sugo Fest and part 4 will very soon arrive, you may want to pull in that Sugo Fest. The Kizuna Sugo Fest won't have a legend rate but will have a 10 legend pool, while the Yamato Sugo Fest, as you can see here, doesn't have very good steps, but at the same time it is a 3 times legend rate and also it is a Super Sugo Fest, and it also has 30 legends available per part. If you want to decide between Toki and Yamato, always consider the legends that are also available with them and not just the main legend. If you miss a lot of legends from the Yamato Sugo Fest, since it is a 3 times legend rate one, it will probably be the best choice to do some pulls there. And also do not forget that Toki, since she is a Kizuna exclusive legend, will come back in the next Kizuna Sugo Fest and will be arriving in Kizuna banners in the future. But another reason that makes people hesitant to spend their gems is the New Year's Sugo Fest. New Year's will be the sync between the two servers, the global side and the Japan side, and everyone is expecting a big Sugo Fest like Roger and Oden last year. In my opinion, this will happen, even though it is not confirmed. We will get a Super Sugo Fest for both versions. Yamato will most likely be available, because do not forget, since we will have the same Sugo Fest, it's not that just Global will get Yamato, Japan will get the unit as well, and they did not have it available in November like we did. On top of that, a new Super Sugo Fest unit will make its debut on the New Year's banner to of course sell the Sugo Fest more. Maybe it's not one Super Sugo Fest unit, maybe it's 2 Super Sugo Fest units like last year. Take all of this with a grain of salt of course, because it is not yet announced by Bandai themselves. These are all things you can definitely consider before making a decision with your gems. In case you are wondering if any of these units is necessary to have, there's no such unit in the game in my opinion. Yamato is good to have, Toki is very good to have, but that does not make them a necessary unit to pull for. Pull for units you like, and of course, if the unit is also very good, even better. If you believe that for the New Year's Super Sugo Fest, something will make you want to pull, you can save for that Sugo Fest. Nothing wrong with that, especially if you are free to play and you do not have a lot of gems. Toki will of course be a big help for Kizuna Jack, but you know I will provide teams without her anyway, so you can definitely beat the content without using Toki or even using her as a friend captain, since this Sugo Fest will be very popular. And these are my thoughts for Toki and her Sugo Fest. If you have any questions, feel free to tell me in the comments below, and also let me know of your plans. Are you saving your gems, or are you going to spend for Toki, or maybe you spent already for Yamato? If you enjoyed this video and want to see more One Piece Treasure Cruise content in the future, definitely leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.